156 to 405 checkpoints certified PenTesting expert, AppSec 4. Developers, CCPEA, practice exam. 1. What is the primary goal of application security in software development? A. To improve user experience. B. To protect applications from vulnerabilities and attacks. C. To enhance application performance. D. To simplify code maintenance. Answer B. Explanation. Application security is focused on identifying and mitigating vulnerabilities to prevent attacks on software applications. 2. Which of the following best describes the role of developers in application security? A. Only to write functional code. B. To implement secure coding practices and integrate security into development. C. To perform penetration tests exclusively. D. To manage network firewalls. Answer B. Explanation. Developers are responsible for embedding SECU writing measures in code, ensuring secure design and development practices. 3. How does penetration testing differ from secure development? A. Penetration testing focuses on design only. B. Secure development is reactive. Penetration testing is proactive. C. Penetration testing identifies vulnerabilities by simulating attacks, whereas secure development prevents them. D. Both are identical pro se SES. Answer C. Explanation. Secure development focuses on preventing vulnerabilities during coding, while penetration testing simulates attacks to uncover potential weaknesses. 4. What does SDLC stand for in the context of secure software development? A. Secure data layering concept. B. Software development lifecycle. C. Standardized development and learning cycle. D. Secure deployment and logging control. Answer B. Explanation. SDLC stands for Software Development Lifecycle, which in AppSec is enhanced with secure practices at each stage. 5. Which principle is fundamental to secure coding practices? A. Open access. B. Least privilege. 1/4. C. High complexity. D. Redundant code. Answer B. Explanation. The principle of least privilege ensures that code and processes run with the minimum necessary permissions, reducing the attack surface. 6. What is a common risk in application development that developers must mitigate? A. High latency. B. Data breaches due to vulnerabilities. C. Excessive code comments. D. Overuse of open source libraries. Answer B. Explanation. Data breaches often occur when applications have unaddressed vulnerabilities that attackers exploit. 7. Which framework is commonly used for threat modeling? A. Agile. B. Stride. C. Waterfall. D. DevOps. Answer B. Explanation. Stride is a well-known threat modeling framework that helps identify various security risks. 8. What does the acronym STRIDE stand for in threat modeling? A. Spoofing, tampering, repudiation, information disclosure, denial of service, elevation of privilege. B. Security, trust, reliability, integrity, durability, efficiency. C. Standard, technical, regulatory, integration, deployment, evaluation. D. System, THR-EAT, risk, impact, development, execution. Answer A. Explanation. STRIDE stands for spoofing, tampering, repudiation, information disclosure, denial of service, and elevation of privilege. 9. What is the purpose of a risk assessment in application security? A. To document code features. B. To evaluate the impact and likelihood of potential security threats. C. To determine marketing strategies. D. To increase application speed. Answer B. Explanation. Risk assessments are conducted to measure the potential impact and likelihood of threats, which guides mitigation efforts. 10. Which tool is often used for threat modeling in application security? A. Microsoft Threat Modeling Tool. B. Adobe Photoshop. 2/4. C. Visual Studio Code. D. Jenkins. Answer: A. Explanation: the Microsoft Threat Modeling tool is specifically designed to assist in identifying and mitigating threats in an application. 11. What is one of the key differences between static and dynamic code analysis? A. Static analysis examines code at runtime. B. Dynamic analysis does not detect vulnerabilities. C. Static analysis reviews source code without executing it, while dynamic analysis tests the running application. D. Dynamic analysis is only used for network as security. Answer: C. Explanation: static analysis inspects the code for vulnerabilities without execution, whereas dynamic analysis tests the application during runtime. 12. Which OWASP top 10 vulnerability is associated with unsanitized input being used in database queries? A. Broken authentication. B. SQL injection. C. Cross-site scripting XSS. D. Security misconfiguration. Answer: B. Explanation: SQL injection is a common vulnerability where unsanitized user input is exploited to execute malicious database queries. 13. What is the main purpose of input validation in secure coding practices? A. To improve user interface design. B. To ensure that data provided by the user is correct and safe. C. To enhance application speed. D. To enforce coding style. Answer: B. Explanation: input validation is critical to ensure that only expected and safe data is processed, preventing attacks such as SQL injection or XSS. 14. Which encoding technique is used to prevent cross-site scripting attacks? A. URL encoding. B. HTML encoding. C. Base64 encoding. D. Unicode encoding. Answer: B. Explanation: HTML encoding is used to convert special characters into a safe format, preventing them from being executed as code in the browser. 15. What is the function of secure authentication mechanisms in an application? A. To track user behavior. 3/4. B. To ensure that only authorized users gain access to the system. C. To reduce server load. D. To provide database encryption. Answer: B. Explanation: secure authentication mechanisms verify user identity, ensuring that only authorized users can access the application. 16. Which method is considered a best practice for storing passwords securely? A. Plain text storage. B. Salting and hashing. C. Reversible encryption. D. Simple obfuscation. Answer: B. Explanation: storing passwords using salting and hashing is a secure method that protects against unauthorized access if the database is compromised. 17. What does MFA stand for in the context of secure authentication? A. Multi-factor authentication. B. Multi-function access. C. Manual file analysis. D. Managed firewall access. Answer: A. Explanation: MFA stands for multi-factor authentication, which requires users to provide multiple forms of verification for secure access. 18. Which protocol is used for secure authorization and often involves tokens like JWT? A. FTP. B. OAuth 2. C. HTTP. D. SMTP. Answer: B. Explanation: OAuth 2 is a widely used protocol for authorization, often combined with JWT tokens to secure API access. 19. What is one advantage of using role-based access control, RBAC, in applications? A. It eliminates the need for user authentication. B. It simplifies managing user permissions by grouping users into roles. C. It increases the complexity of the user interface. D. It removes the need for data encryption. Answer: B. Explanation: RBAC streamline permission management by assigning roles to users and associating privileges with those roles. 20. Which vulnerability is mitigated by implementing secure session management practices? A. Cross-site scripting XSS Powered by TCPEF, www.tcpdf.org/4.